So well, what allowed you to play so well tonight?
Just having a good week of preparation and really just trusting my timing and footwork with everything. Just I think all of the pass game that we had tonight obviously could have had some better throws accuracy-wise, but just I think my decision making and my ball placement for the most part was pretty good when it needed to be. So just comes with good preparation and trust in the timing and progression of everything.
Liam said they wanted you to sort of slow it down.
Yep.
What does that mean, and did you accomplish that?
Just slowing down my footwork. I had a tendency of, especially just last week, going and watching the film, comparing practice to the game. And when I got to the game and when the bullets were flying a little bit, I was just kind of really just antsy, I think, with my feet. And I just got to trust that the timing in practice, as long as we're going full speed, is going to be the same as the timing in the game. So just slowing my footwork down and just trusting the progression. And I think I did a pretty good job of that tonight.
When you guys are able to run the ball down their throat like you were able to do, how much easier does it make your job?
It makes it awesome. I mean, if we go drive, if I just hand the ball off and we score, it's the same thing as if I throw a 75-yard touchdown pass. I mean, really, what matters is the ticks in the win column, and if we can do that running the ball, great. If we can do that passing the ball, great. And we had a good mix of it tonight. And the efficiency in the run game opened up a couple of those play passes that we had for our big gains. So that was really cool to see. And our offensive line grinds, our tight ends grind, our receivers grind, and our running backs grind. And we're able to run the ball really well, and we're going to continue doing that for the rest of the season.
How much of a confidence boost was this, given the past few weeks, the struggles you all had offensively?
It was great. I mean, this is definitely our most complete offensive game we've had all season, and we've been talking about how, we've been finding ways to winning these close games. It's awesome to finally kind of have that comfort or whatever zone in between the score. I mean, obviously LSU did a great job of scoring points at the end there, but just going up whatever it was, 35-7, that's awesome. And we got to start winning games like that because we know we can. And now that we've seen that we can play offensively at this level, we got to just keep striving to do that and get better each week.
Well, what kind of statement does it say when you all go for that fourth down when you take the very first drive?
It was awesome. I was pumped when he called it. I mean, honestly wasn't really expecting it, but it shows the mindset that Coach Cohen and Coach Stoops were in, and the confidence that they have in our offense and in that play, and just how we prepared. So I mean, we prepared really well with that play all week, and we went out there and quick cadenced it, and just my first progression was wide open, and just put it on them, and it just goes to show the confidence that the coaches have and how we prepared.
Some of the guys have talked about being ready for the moment. What's going into this team being able to handle tonight, and what do you think goes into them being able to handle next week?
Just how we prepare each week. I mean, we're going to wake up tomorrow, watch the film, and move on to Georgia. And we wanted to make sure that there wasn't a lull after last week. Obviously, a lot of the times when there's a big win like that, and there's just an upset or a historic win, there's kind of that kind of hangover in the next game. A lot of teams have, and Coach Stoops made it a point to us that we wanted to make sure that we didn't have anything like that happen. We wanted to be on the screws all week in practice, and offensively, defensively, special teams, we did that, and it showed tonight.
Walk us through that big run you had where you're spinning your way about 30-plus
yards. I think we just had a little miscommunication with the backs on who was doing what, and both of them were doing the same thing when one of them should have been getting the ball, so I shouldn't have even had the ball in my hands, honestly. So I just pulled it, saw the edge, took it, got to the second level, tried to do a little spin move. I don't know if I've ever done a spin move on anybody, but it worked out pretty well, I guess, and just try to stay on my feet, get as many yards as I can, and just being secure with the ball. And it would have been cool to get in the end zone, but I don't know, it was like a 30-yard run, so I'll take it.
You guys busted play, your best play?
I had another one later in the game when the next one was on me. It was outside zone one way. I got it mixed up. I had to go in the other way, and just kind of followed the path as to where the run was supposed to go. I was kind of pissed off, so lowered my shoulder a little bit, tried to get some extra yards, but just got to be smart, and that's just stuff that can't happen again, like the MAs. We got to just be better.
What are your thoughts on getting ready to play the #1 team in the country?
It's awesome. I mean, that's why I came here. That's why you come to the SEC. It's why you stuff that you dream of when you make decisions like that. So I mean, it's one of the environments that you think of when you think of SEC football. Is there's at Sanford Stadium in Athens. So really excited to go down there and play the best team in the country. So we're gonna have a good week of practice, and hopefully we can find some ways to get the ball moving and put some points on the board against them.
How valuable is it to see the ball moving the way you are this week? We know when you're going into a game like this.
It's great. It's a good confidence booster going into the week for sure. If we had a game this week like we did last week offensively, definitely would have been a little more just not as energetic, I guess. So I mean, it's great to see us be bouncing back and get our offense moving like the way it was this week, and it's just going to propel us into next week and to a better week of preparation overall.
So
I
you
assume
guys,
they're not able to get hit in practice. How do you practice carrying guys for 6 yards and doing your spin moves?
It's just trusting my ability to run. I mean, I did a fair share of it at Penn State, so I know what my strengths and weaknesses are. Not necessarily the fastest dude, but I can know how to use my body and get those extra yards. So it's just knowing my body, knowing my skill set, and continuing to learn when it's smart to slide and when it's smart to try to get those extra yards. So it's a part of my game that I want to utilize to the best of my ability, and I think I can use it to help us win games.
so you guys in there watching the Alabama game right now, hoping to play #1 team in the country next week?
We actually just finished watching it. That's why I was a little late out here, but I got out of the shower and they had it on outside where the hot tubs were. And we saw that Texas A&M kicker hit that field goal, something that he'll probably never forget for the rest of his life. But that was really cool to see. I mean, Georgia's definitely going to be #1 now, so it's just even more motivation if we needed any, you know.
What's the locker room like after you obviously get the win tonight, but knowing the challenge you guys have next week? How long do you guys celebrate the win, or is it just one of those things where it's like, all right, we got this, now on to the next one?
I mean, we're gonna celebrate or just approach this week as if it was any other week. I mean, I'm gonna go see my family and celebrate with them a little bit. Wake up tomorrow, watch the film, and move on, just like I do each week and what the guys do every week. So I don't think it changes how we prepare, but if anything, it's just a little bit of extra motivation.
But when you have a big win to celebrate, how much mayonnaise do you put in the pot?
We'll see tomorrow. I don't know if I'll put any in, but it's just another funny thing that I got some hype around, so we'll see how long I can keep it rolling.
Have you seen Georgia play yet, or will that come first on film?
I watched them. I mean, South Carolina played them, so I watched them their offense against their defense. I haven't seen a lot of their defensive film, but just the times that they showed up in the South Carolina tape since we prepared against South Carolina, but haven't seen much of their defense other than just the few minutes I've had here and there just watching them on TV play.
Maybe not just the #1 team in the country, but maybe the top defense.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what people are saying at least, and they got some really athletic and just good dudes up there, and teams have had a tough time scoring against them this week. So we're gonna make sure that we trust our coaches and their game plan and how in a way to give us the best opportunity to put points on the board, and just trusting our defense that they're gonna get the job done as well.